You're listening to the Paul Procise Podcast.
Here's my dad, Paul Procise.
You're a lion, dog, face, pony soldier.
No, not you are. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Paul Procise. Welcome in once again to the Paul Procise Podcast. Hey, so got a few things to cover today. So most of you guys know that I do some gaming streaming. If you don't know what that is, or care about it, or just think that video games are foolish and whatever, I understand that. I've been playing video games my whole life. It's something that my mother loved to do. She always bought us a video game console. In fact, that's one of the things that I loved about my mom. And she's unfortunately, she passed away a few years ago, and but she loved video games, and so her love of video games passed on to us. She always made sure that we had the best console. The newest one that came out, she always got. And she loved playing video games with her grandkids. It's just something that it was just a thing. She loved to do it. And in fact, she was actually pretty good at playing video games. And so she would have loved seeing me have this career in video games. And it was it's something I wish that she would have been able to see. It's something kind of cool. And so when I started streaming video games, it's not something that I intended to take off or do. It's just something that I thought was going to be fun. And it was something that, I would play online at night after the kids would go to bed. And then I was encouraged to do whatever. And it just happened. It took off. And then one thing led to another. I go to a conference for video games, and all of a sudden I'm partnered with Microsoft, a thing called Mixer. It's a challenger at the time to Twitch, and it's an up-and-coming platform at the time. Even though it's not defunct, it doesn't mean anything, but I was a partnered streamer, which is a big deal in the industry. At the time, there was only a couple thousand streamers or partnered streamers, and it is kind of like hitting a peak in that industry. Anyways, the thing that I've done, and to hit that level is basically like a badge of honor. It's saying I've done something, I've accomplished something, and it gives you a platform. It gives you something to say, hey, I've made it to a specific level in an industry that it's not exactly easy. You can kind of do that thing on Twitch. It's definitely not easy. You do have to grind it out. Because I'm on Facebook now, I'm also a partner on Facebook. Now that's interesting because I'm in the political world and I'm talking to you guys on politics. Now, I'm going to try to bridge the two and talk to you about some things that I have done. Now, I've never actually talked about politics on my gaming stuff. And I did that on purpose because I didn't want to talk about politics when I'm gaming. Who wants to talk about that stuff when you're gaming? Frankly, it was more of an entertainment thing. In fact, I strayed away from politics, as you guys know all too well, because I've talked about that. I didn't want to talk about politics anymore. I was done with that crap. And in my gaming world, I strayed away from it. Now, the funny thing is, and the ironic thing is, being on Facebook, of all places, we know what they're doing to my channel, on my Paul Procise channel, and they're censoring so many. We know what they've done to Candace Owens, and we know that they've demonetized like the Glenn Beck channel because they carried a Sidney Powell and press conference with Giuliani. They're just killing conservative voices, and all they did was just run it like no commentary, whatever. They labeled something I did, posted as false news. And it was literally a scientific journal. No editorial on my part. I just posted the Danish scientific journal, a medical journal, as false news. And their false news, that, by the way, was removed eventually because their fact checkers was proved and sued by somebody else, not even by me. I challenged it, by the way. It was removed and just quietly dismissed. Somebody else sued them because I don't have the means to sue. I don't make any money off of this stuff that I'm doing. But of course, they threatened to throttle my stuff. I think all of 3 people saw that post. In fact, you couldn't even see that post on my page. And when you typed in my name on Facebook, you couldn't see my page. And as a result, all things linked to my account, my email account through Facebook, have subsequently been throttled, including my gaming streaming, apparently. So all accounts linked with my login are being throttled. How's that working out for us? The draconian nature of this censorship that's going on with Facebook is insane. And I'm using my platform a little bit because I am a partnered streamer, and I'm starting to use my platform, at least top 10 minutes of every stream on Facebook. Now, what that's going to mean for my partnership might be detrimental in the long run, unfortunately, because here's the reality. I have used that to support me and my family, and that comes in the way of like donations from stream people that watch my streams, and clicks and views and that kind of stuff. Like, so yeah. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is, I need you guys to do a couple things. I need you guys to start following me on Parler. I need you guys to start following me on Rumble. I need you guys to start sharing these things. I need you guys to share all of the stuff that I'm doing. I need you guys to do the 5-star reviews. I need you guys to do all this stuff. Because if we don't start supporting each other in these efforts, we're toast as conservatives. We're toast. We're dead in the water. And I know I haven't been super consistent, and I'm going to try to get better. But the reality is, I'm trying to take care of 3 kids that are being forced to be home at school. I mean, obviously she's 3 years old, so she's here anyways. But the that's just the sad case is we're being forced to do things that we never would have done before. A presidential election that's being stolen by fake virus. I mean, obviously the virus is real, but the panic porn behind it, and phase diapers, and all of this bullcrap around us, and this planned nonsense, and this hype, and all this crap that's going on around this. And if we don't support each other, if we don't push each other's content, if we don't do these things, what good are we doing? Let me show you a few things. Let me just show you where I'm at real quick. So Tiny Paul, I get that we're trying to get off of Facebook, but at the same time, while we're getting off, can you just support me a little bit? Please go to my page and follow and like You need to follow. You need to like it. It does help with algorithms and all that kind of stuff. I know we're done with the algorithms. It just helps me. Just go to the top pinned post right now because I'm pushing this one out. There's a video on there that I'm talking about things. I'm pushing this video out. Specifically, I need you to like it. I need you to share it. There's a reason I'm doing that one. It's a pushed video. I need you to like that video. There's a reason I'm doing that. I need that one to be pushed out. Okay? Please go to this pinned video on my Tiny Paul. We all have Facebook pages. Please go out, push it, and share it. Okay? I need you to do that for me. Okay? My reach, I used to have 20,000 views on this page. Obviously, they're throttling it. I need help. Okay? Can we do that? Go to my Paul Procise page and help me out there. I need help. Okay? Look at this. Look. And I'm just going to show you my numbers. I used to have 15 to 20,000 reaches. Look at this. I'm obviously being throttled. And I shared it here too. I mean, the numbers are staggering. I mean, and look, my numbers here are insane. I mean, they're just like dropped off. Numbers just gone. Just one night, woke up, numbers missing. Just gone. No more. Just people gone. It doesn't make any sense. So please go to my Parler. Please go to find me on MeWe. I'm on MeWe. I'll set up a page there eventually, I guess, if I have to. I do have a Rumble. Just type in Paul Procise on Rumble. You'll find me. I've set up a page there. Okay. So we've obviously gained a bunch in the House and the Senate. We're not in the Senate because in Colorado, I live in Colorado. If you haven't seen in Colorado, we suck at the GOP. Actually, not we. I'm unaffiliated now. I left the GOP because Colorado, you suck. Colorado, I'm telling you, you have got to get your crap together. Either there's massive fraud in Colorado or you just suck at life at Colorado. In fact, I think, frankly, there might be some weird things going on with, there's some weirdness going on, some anomalies, but to be able to prove that, we're never going to be able to prove that because we've got a Secretary of State that does some goofy things. To be able to prove this is never going to happen unless the Colorado Bureau of Investigations gets involved. We're never going to be able to prove this stuff. I don't care what all the people on Facebook says and chat, and like the reality is, the truth is, this stuff, there's no consequences for it. Let's just be real. I get what everybody's out there on Facebook land are saying, Dominion. I get it. They're bad and evil. We need to get rid of it. But there's no consequences anymore. That's just the reality. There's no consequences. So unless we have a party that's worth a crap, and there's not a party that's worth a crap. Are you kidding me? And who's the head of the party now? Randy? Really? Is he really going to bring people together with his radio station, with his radio show? Come on, he's more of a bomb thrower. He's going to piss people off more than he's going to bring people together. I like the guy, but come on, he's not going to bring people together. He's not going to bring a whole state together. Come on. The party is a joke in Colorado. The party's a joke. The state as a whole is a joke. Have you seen all the bull crap going on in the Colorado? They call in a special session. And Republicans, they've got all the partitions and they get all they wear the masks. One guy's wearing the mask on his head like a clown because he's got to make it a show. And instead of just not wearing the mask, he's going to wear it on his head. And then, of course, walking around, if one guy has to catch the COVID, and then they're making clowns of themselves. I'm fine with not wearing a mask, But don't make yourself a clown. You see this going around Facebook? I lost the picture. That's frustrating because you didn't have to do that. Don't be an idiot. Don't run around with it. Don't. That's frustrating to me because you could have at least not made yourself look like a moron. I don't want to expose people's names. It's very frustrating to me that, in Colorado, we're not going to be in control, the conservatives. And there's more infighting going on in the Republican Party. And in fact, what I see on Facebook is more bomb throwing and fighting. In fact, after the election, all I saw from Republicans was bickering and moaning. And, this person said this about this Republican, and this person said this about this. And this is why I hate you, because you said this about this person over here. This was from Republican sitting candidates on Facebook, fighting out in public. Leaders of the Republican Party. I'm stepping down from this seat because of this. Shut up. Grown-ups. And I'm supposed to vote for you because, and I'm a true conservative. Let me show you my gun. Blah, 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 blah. Come on. We're supposed to follow you and your example of true conservatism? Come on. There's real issues here that we need to be fighting for. But let me virtue signal and Facebook. Let me show you how virtuous I am by clacking off some I'm mad on Facebook. Shut up. Come on. That doesn't do us any good. Get down to the Capitol. Show us what the right thing to do is. Stop arguing on Facebook, you silly people. Tired of this. Of course, Hancock flies all over the place, but telling you guys to put your face masks on in public. Denver's moving ahead with minimum wage increase. Of course, the minimum wage increase right now is 0 because nobody can afford to keep their doors open. COVID is killing all of our businesses around town. That brings me to another point. Guys, I've got another podcast called Top 3. It is apolitical. We don't do any politics in any way, shape, or form. But we do want to highlight your businesses. We want to help you out in COVID. Let me just let me see. That's not it. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Hey, I'm Paul.
I'm Anson.
And I'm Josh.
And this is our podcast called Top 3. This is the show where we each bring our number one item to taste, drink, or discuss based on the theme of that week. Then we fight, debate, and roast each choice. Then we have to rank them to see whose was the best.
As an example, with our coffee episode, each of us brings a sample of our favorite coffee for the others to try. And then we rank the coffees from best to worst.
From tasting snack crates, trying not to throw up while eating pickles, gross, and talking about nostalgic video games from our youth. Subscribe to the show on our favorite podcast platform to join us every week on our adventures. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Top 3 Show.
Yeah, join us.
Woohoo.
Do it.
Yes, please do that. Hey, guys. All right. So on here, I've got my top 3 page. Okay. I would love for you to get in contact with me through the Facebook page or through our Instagram or through Twitter. Top 3 show. And one of the things that we're going to be doing is visiting businesses, and I'll bring our mics, I'll bring our cameras. We've got 3 cameras available to us, all really good, high quality, streaming quality. We won't stream necessarily, but we can capture really good quality video for you, all free of charge. The only thing that we would ask is that we would do kind of a cross promotion kind of a deal, but we can come in and promote your company that is either struggling with COVID or just needs a boost, especially going into the Christmas time. We are looking for like breweries, and we're looking for just some unique businesses, that kind of stuff. And so we're if you've known anything about the top 3 thing, the podcast that we've done, we release an episode every week, once a week on Wednesdays, generally speaking. But for the Christmas time, if you need, we can release things a little bit quicker and just promote your businesses. We recognize that everybody's struggling right now, and so we would love to come in, even if it's just one of us or 2 of us. If we can get all 3 of us there to help you out, we will try to accommodate you in that. And so if you would like to get in touch with us, the best way is probably Facebook, just because it's a quick way. It's on our phones, and we can just quickly respond to you. We've got an email. The guys at the guys at top3.show is our email address. And you can get in touch with us that way as well. Hey, so we are looking forward to doing some more things with you as well. So guys, we've got a lot of things going on, right? COVID, bunch of crap. But going into Christmas time, there's a lot of things going on. I've got a merch line that would be a perfect way segue. It's called Make Him Known Clothing. Oops, that's not right. So if you are looking for anything, and just visit here, Make Him Known Clothing. You can find that through any of the links, any of the things that you've seen tonight. And I've got all of these things available to you. MHK, Make Him Known Clothing line. That would be a great way to support any of my efforts. And that just helps me out just that much more. Plus, it's some cool gear. So, hey, reach out to me if you have anything that you would like to talk about, have me cover, especially if you have a local business here in Denver metro area. We can come to you, review your beers, the top 3, especially. It's not political. We don't talk about anything political. The only thing that we would love to do is come in, enjoy your company, enjoy your beers, enjoy your candies or whatever. And we just really, really enjoy just having some fun times. In fact, it's a fun podcast. I have really, really enjoyed that. And we sit down with 3 of us, and we can interview you and just have a lot of fun. Listen, I know that I'm frustrated by the way that things are going politically. I'm frustrated with a lot of things going on with COVID and all this nonsense, but there's also some really good things going on with our life. We've got our family, we've got our friends, we've got God. And as long as we can rely on those things in our life, then I think that we can get through stuff. There's always a way to get better. And I've talked about that through all my podcasts. As long as we have a better conversation, as long as we have a better relationship with God, we can get through things. So with that, my name is Paul Process. You guys have a great day. Bye.